Hey gamers, welcome back to Square One Games. My name is Exonovit, and this is going to be episode 7 of our 1999 mode walkthrough. And I just kind of skipped this opening sequence right here. Basically, we just came through that door right there, and I went ahead and looted all this stuff, and I'm about ready to go to our first little gunfight here. Let me go ahead and search this area out, and then I'll meet up with you when it's time for this gunfight. Okay, so when you get right here to this first little fight right here, there's going to be a mosquito that's traveling around the map. That's a really good way to basically act as a distraction with your enemies. We're going to utilize that some. We're also going to come up here first thing, and we're going to kill this guy up here because he can flank you a little bit. So we're going to try to take him out, and then immediately just go ahead and move from there back over here. There's going to be a guy that's going to flank out somewhere over here. Right there he goes. Let's go ahead and take him out. Now, ideally right now, you'd want to have a sniper rifle. But if you don't, then, you know, any weapon will do. But if you have a sniper rifle, that's king right here, man. Because you can get farther back into the map and you know, basically be a whole lot safer than where I am. And once you feel like you thin them out a little bit, go ahead and push out to here. And we're going to go ahead and switch to shock jockey. And just throw a couple of traps out right in front of you right here. And we're going to try to thin these guys out enough so where we can hit this piece of cover right here. See how I'm in this piece of cover right here? And if they go to hit you, they're going to be shocked. And this is going to help you in case you get flanked. And now when you get to this section, you have a really good amount of cover against the dude with the volley gun, which is your biggest threat. Then what you can do is you can toss out more traps just over this piece of cover. That way you can thin these guys out a little bit more. See how you can kind of edge them out right there. Every time she tosses you salt, just go ahead and put out more traps. Like I said, this piece of cover right here is your best chance at not getting hit with the volley gun. Okay, I feel like they're thinned out enough, so we're gonna go ahead and run out this way. And this is gonna be our new home right here. You can go ahead and hit up the mosquito again now and act as a distraction. If they start shooting you, just get behind this piece of cover right here. See what I mean? And if they're on your right hand side, you go to the left side of this little structure right here. And obviously if they're on the opposite side, you just go to the opposite way. You can always kneel down right here, and that'll be a good chance for you to lessen the chances that they can hit you. Okay, he's down. See how I'm kneeling down right now? And that's allowing this guy right here with the ability to not have a line of sight on me. Okay, we still got to contend with the guy with the volley gun. See if we can find out where he is. Okay, it's very hard for him to hit you when you're on these steps, because he's got a gun that obviously aims at an angle, and you're on an angle, which makes it extremely hard for him to get you. And sometimes you can get him in this glitch right here that I've got him in, where he'll just be frozen in place. Okay, now we're just waiting to see if we can thin out the rest of these guys. There's also some more salts down here. If you didn't pick them up on your way in, you can just run all the way back, which is kind of what I do. And you can pick up the salts from here. Now just be careful on your way back up. And then now there's actually a water puddle. If you can get to it, see if I can activate that so you can see that. There's a water puddle right there. The closer I can get to them, the better off I'm going to be, because all I have right now is a shotgun. So I'm just trying to stealthily move my way over here. Okay, there's another guy. Alright, and that's kind of how you do it. Now, remember, if you have a sniper rifle, you're going to do a whole lot better there than I did. Just because you can basically fall all the way back to the back of the map and just get headshots. And ideally, that's what I would want as well. But if you don't, that's another strategy for you. Remember, use your vigors in whatever combination you need to, and you should be good to go. Let's go and search this area out, and then I'll meet up with you when we head inside. Okay, and don't forget that there is a lockpick over here if you want to pick that up. There's also some money. Alright, so once you're inside, you can always come back over here and open up this hook. And then if you head this way, you can actually get another gear if you're collecting those. Also some money up here. And then what we're going to do now is go ahead and head this way and hit up our lockpick on this door. Okay, let's go ahead and head through the door now that she's got it open. Some ammo and stuff right there. But if you head all the way back this way, you can pick up your next infusion. And I'm going to be putting mine on salts. Okay, you're gonna have a little encounter right here. You can use whatever vigors you want. It's really up to you. I like to use. I'll just use shock jockey for now. But you can use whatever you want. Just make sure you take these dudes out. Now there's gonna be another little gunfight out here. I'll show you what I like to do. It's going to be a gun automation right there. There's also going to be a motorized Patriot back over here. I like to use the motorized Patriot first. And then there's going to be another motorized Patriot, an enemy motorized Patriot that's going to come right there. And you can also use your Hellfire, which I picked up in the last gunfight, to take them out. However you want to do that. We're just waiting for this thing to come through. You can hit up this gun automation. And it'll actually start getting some hits while they're riding out. Then as soon as you see the motorized Patriot, you can come out here and get some shots. Okay, then go ahead and hit up this motorized Patriot. Then you can funnel back this way, kind of get your energy back. Then one thing you can do to help your motorized Patriot is put shock jockey on this guy. And then you can also come out here and get some shots. That way he's kind of frozen in place. See what I mean? And then your motorized Patriot gets shots on him too. And you can make some pretty quick work of him. Okay, it looks like we still may have one enemy left. Oh, out of ammo. Let's pick up... You can also pick up this crank gun if you want to. Okay, that's going to take care of that area right there. Like I said, there's so many combinations you can do right there. Just do whichever one, you know, feels most comfortable for you. Go ahead and search this area out, and then we'll take the gondola over. Don't forget to pick up that lockpick right there. I just picked it up. Just make sure you get that before you leave. Okay, so once you reach the other side, what I like to do is go ahead and pick up the sniper rifle, and then just go ahead and search the area out. Okay, so as soon as you come up these next set of stairs, there's going to be some enemies. You can just put out a devil's kiss, just set a trap out. There's going to be like some oil on the ground right there, and that should be enough to get you some kills. Sometimes it'll kill them in one shot. Sometimes you may have to put down two. Just take those guys out. Okay, there's going to be a safe right here. Just make sure you pick that lock. There's also going to be some salts and a lock pick right there. Okay, so there's going to be a Hellfire back over here in this area. If I were you, I would go ahead and pick it up. Just remember that your sniper rifle is in this room, with the room where the safe is, because we're going to come back and pick it up a little bit later. But for now, we're going to use the Hellfire to get through these next couple of sections. Now be careful, because there's going to be some guys right here. Go ahead and set a trap and get those guys. Okay, so when you get right here, you're going to see the salty oyster. You can go in there and kind of clear out those enemies if you want to. But for now, we're just going to leave it locked, because we're going to come back to it eventually to pick up an infusion and a vigor. So we're just going to go ahead and move on for now. And then I'll explain it all to you when we come back through. Let's go ahead and pick this lock. Okay, so as soon as you get to the top of these stairs, there's going to be some more enemies right here. There's also going to be a gun automation that you can use. So we're just going to go ahead and plant some traps right here. See if we can get these guys. There's also going to be a fireman that you have to watch out for. He's right there. You can hit up the gun automation and let it act as like a distraction while you come out here and get some kills. See what I mean? You can hit him up pretty hardcore. Just make sure that he goes down very fast, because he can take you out extremely fast. Okay, you see how fast I was able to take him out with the Hellfire. So when you come up here, there's going to be 2 sets of stairs, and you're going to use those sets of stairs to your advantage to kind of get your kills or whatever. So just come out here. The main thing is that you're going to have to eventually fight a motorized Patriot. So that's kind of what we're worried about at this point. Let's go ahead and set a trap. Just continue to set traps. There's also going to be a Tesla coil right there. You can hit that up, and that's going to basically freeze them in place. Set some more traps. Okay, let's let our shield build back up some right here. And sometimes they are going to charge you down these steps, so just make sure you have at least a shotgun or a heater so you can get some quick gunfire on them. And the motorized Patriot is going to be back over there, and that's kind of why we wanted to have these heavy guns right here. Hopefully we can get some shots on them. Okay, that's going to be some good damage. Then what you can do is just run back and just pick up some extra weapons, right? Any weapons that you may have missed, like the heater, you can use that. And eventually we're going to go back and pick up the sniper rifle that we set down way a while ago, so that we can also have that in our inventory. Okay, let's let my shield build back up. You can also use your electricity right here to kind of freeze them into place if you need to, but I just want to kind of conserve my vigors. We're just going to keep this cat and mouse up until we take him down. Okay. Okay, let's let my shield build back up. Okay, he's down. So they're going to start rushing you again once. Let's go ahead and pick up this gun. Once you take out the Patriot, they're going to start rushing you again. So you have to go ahead and get your cover back. Take these guys out. See what I mean? If they flank me, my Tesla coil is going to get them. And then these guys will just keep kind of bringing you ammo. Let's go ahead and take this dude out. See what I mean? Tesla coil is just doing work. If they flank you on this other side, just back up down by these steps. We got one more wave of enemies to contend with here. Okay, let's let my shield build back up some. Okay, I hear somebody getting electrocuted. Okay, he's down. Okay, we got one more fireman to contend with right here. Okay, you just back up if he starts shooting at you. You want him to start hitting that Tesla coil. Okay, there's one fireman right there. Okay, let's back up, get our shield back. Okay, you can also go back now and pick up some of these other weapons that you may have missed if you run out. Okay, now that we have some more ammo, let's just go back into that fight. So it's basically about getting as many shots off as you can, and then coming back and picking up some of these weapons that you may have missed, and just keep utilizing these steps. And now we want to go back and pick up our sniper rifle that we let go of earlier. Let's go ahead and pick that guy back up, and then we'll head back into the fight and finish this area out. So it's kind of a back and forth. At least to me, it's a very safe way to take out the area. I do know of 2 other ways to take this area out, but it's not as safe and it's not as reliable, and it takes a little bit more skill, I guess, to get through there, which is why I'm not showing it to you. Let's see if I got any more. Okay, I got 2 more in my hellfire here. Let's come back up here and see if we can take out these remaining enemies. So it's a little bit of back and forth. At least that's my strategy. Remember, just utilize these staircases, plant you some traps, have the enemies bring you weapons. You can always backtrack like you saw me do in the level and pick up any weapons that were back there. This particular fight can be a little bit crazy, especially because of the motorized patriot and all the firemen. So just keep all that stuff in mind and you should be good to go. And let's search out this area and then we'll move on. There's another safe back here. Make sure you pick that so you can get some more money. Okay, so you're eventually going to make it to this area where you have to unlock this gate. Now it looks like there's going to be no enemies right here, but there actually is going to be some enemies. There's going to be an enemy that shows up right here, and there's going to be an enemy that's back here on this little overhang area right here. My suggestion would be to go ahead and hit up this piece of cover, and then I like to move back here and go ahead and snipe this guy right here first, and then move up to the piece of cover and snipe the other guy, but you can do it however you want to. So we're gonna head up this way, get them to spawn in, and then just run back immediately. And now the reason why you want to do this is because they're extremely powerful. If they shoot me right now, I'm probably gonna lose all my shield and probably 25% of my energy, so you have to be really careful. See how they're shooting at me right now, and they're really accurate. Okay, so I'm just kind of edging them out here, and I'm actually trying to line my shot up so that when I come out of cover, I've got a headshot. See, like right there, I was completely lined up, and that's one way that you can do in any first-person shooter game, really, is to edge them out like that. Okay, I can see him again. Okay, that sniper's down. Now we got to take out the other sniper, the one that's on this structure over here. Do the same thing. Trying to see if I can get a headshot here. Not quite. It's kind of hard to get a headshot with their lights, and that's going to take that area out. So scan, search this area out. Alright, now we want to go ahead and head over here to the bookstore, because we want to go ahead and pick up some an Infusion as well as a Vigor. Now the Infusion and the Vigor are not in the bookstore. We're actually going to have to backtrack all the way back the way that we came in order to get to them. I'm going to show you how to do that. Scan, search this area out. Gear right here if you want to pick that up. Alright, so now here's something to talk about. When you head downstairs, as soon as you get to the bottom, you're going to hear some people talking, and they're basically going to come down here after you. So what you want to do is set up some traps and then switch to something like I've got my little volley gun right here, or my Hellfire. I'm going to use that to take them out. You can snipe them, you can do whatever you want to. Just make sure that you take them out quickly. If they come all the way down these stairs, then they're going to start running around this room, and it's going to get crazy to take them out. So just be real careful. Let's go ahead and spawn them in. It doesn't seem like they would do a lot of damage to you, but if they ever get down in this area, because I think there's 3 or 4 of them, it becomes almost impossible for you to guard your flanks, and they're typically going to come in here and get you. Just remember, there's a health kit right here if you need it, And let's go ahead and pick up this. This is actually going to spawn in, once you pick up this voxophone, it's going to spawn in the little quest to get the next vigor and the infusion by heading back to the salty oyster. So let's go ahead and do that. There's going to be some more enemies in here that we're going to need to face. Let's go ahead and get ready to maybe use shock jockey or whatever you have. I was waiting to see where he was going to come down from. Sometimes he's going to be on your right. Sometimes he's going to jump down from that rail. So that's why you saw me looking this way, because I didn't know if he had jumped down already. So just be careful about that. Still got plenty of hellfire left. Let's go ahead and search this area out. Now, when you come back through here, you are going to have to fight some more enemies. Now, you can bypass them by simply running, which is what you're going to see me do, or you can try to take them out. I just like to run past them. Just don't stop running. Okay, just keep going. Come through here. Head on down into the salty oyster. Now, there is going to be some enemies in here that we have to kill as well. Just can unlock this door. Now, she may not be able to unlock this door immediately. If you still hear the music going, it's because it's from that other fight. But just wait for the music to go away and she'll eventually unlock it. And let's come in here and set some traps. Okay, let's get and head down in here. Okay, so once this room is clear, you just want to head over this way. And there's gonna, now that you've got that voxophone from that Founder's Books area, there's gonna be a little bell right here, or like a switch. You can press that and head inside. You can pick up your next vigor. And you can get your next infusion. Some lockpicks over here. There's also a gear right here on the ground if you want to pick that up. Now, you just saw me pick up Pyromaniac. That's a really good gear to have on if you plan on melee combating a lot. So if you're lucky enough to get that, that's actually really good. Okay? Let's head out of here. Let's get and hit up our gun automation. We are going to have to worry about these guys. And you don't actually have to fight these guys either. You can just run out. There's not many of them. Like I said, you can kill them if you want to, or you can just run past them like you're seeing me doing right now. And that way you don't have to waste any of your resources. And then we'll head through this way. Okay, as soon as you get in here, just run over this way and initiate this little sequence. Alright, just pick up the combination when she prompts you to. Okay, just head over this way and open this up. Okay, so when you get to the bottom of this elevator, things are going to get crazy. This thing's going to blow up on you. What you want to do is just go ahead and head right onto the skyline right here. And then go full throttle right over this in this direction. Hop on the top of this little roof. And then watch out for the gunfire from back that way. That's kind of like step one. And what's going to happen is these guys right here are going to dive off this ship and start to take out the guys that are beneath you. You'll see them jump off in just a second. See how they're shooting at me now, but they're going to dive off. And what's going to happen is they're going to start fighting beneath you right there. Everybody's going to start having like a little war. During this particular section, you just want to hop over this way and go ahead and pick up the volley gun as well as the RPG. Again, get your salts if you need them. Those are going to come in handy when you fight the handyman. Okay. Go ahead and hop up here and go right back to your spot. Now, there's going to be some guys that may be coming on an airship. If they do, just go ahead and hit these rails. What's going to happen is these guys that are in this second airship are eventually going to start riding these rails with you. And once they start riding these rails with you, you're going to be able to kill them using your skyhook while you are riding the rails. You can see them riding the skyline with me right now. All you got to do is just get up to them and hit X, and you'll be able to take them out. Let's go ahead and reverse. Sometimes they're a little bit quicker than you might think. Like I'm trying to get them right now. Let's go ahead and reverse. See if we can get them. I keep missing them. They're really easy to miss. See right there? You can actually fight them and get your kills this way. And it's really hard for them to hit you right now. Although it is possible, but it's just very hard. Okay, he's down. Let's go ahead and go full throttle right here. Hit up this mosquito. Okay, so that's the third airship right there. That airship right there, third airship. What's gonna happen is the handyman's gonna come out. Boom. See what I mean? He's gonna take that whole airship out. And now what you need to do is try to kill anybody who's left. You really need that airship to go down. So if you can get a shot off, that's ideally what you want. And then you're also a little bit worried that the handyman may jump up here with you. If he does, obviously you just want to get on a rail and get out of here as quick as you can. You don't want him to trap you up here. Okay. I think that all the enemies are dead. Nope, we still got one left. Let's get some shots off on this handyman right quick too, while he's focused on these enemies. Alright, so now here we go. Alright, so let's get up on this rail. Let's get our shield back. And then I'll show you guys the circle strategy that we're going to use. Alright, so we're just going to basically do what we did last time. We're going to, if you see me fight a handyman before, you kind of know this already. We're just going to basically get him into a circle. Get our shield back up, turn around, get a shot off. Sometimes you're going to get stuck on the rails like you just saw me get stuck on the rails. But as long as you're fighting him when you have a full shield, there's really no way that he can kill you here. As long as you're turning around when you have a full shield, you know what I mean? Okay, and you're just going to keep this up until he dies. You can also plant like fire traps, like if you want to do like some devil's kiss, you can do those as well. He really doesn't like fire that much. So like I said, you can like plant a trap like that. Okay, the main thing is just try not to get too greedy. See what I'm doing here? It's just very simple stuff, guys. Now, this is the more conservative way of beating him, but this is the way that I know will work for everybody. There's all kind of different ways to take this guy out based on the gear you have and all that kind of stuff. But there's no way for me to know or guarantee that you have the gear that I have, which is why I want to show you this way. Now, the crank gun is a pretty good gun against him. The only problem is it takes a little bit of time to kind of wind up. So you have to kind of guesstimate when you're going to see him. And there he is. He's down. So it may take you a while to do it, but that to me is the safest way to make it happen. And you can see that I, didn't really lose a lot of energy. You know what I mean? If you do start losing energy, there's plenty of medical crates around here. Let's go ahead and take this guy out right quick. These little enemies.
Open it.
And that's gonna take it out for you. So, it's all in how you want to do it. But that's the way that I like to do it. Remember, you can set up whatever kind of strategy you think works best. There's medical kits over there. There's also medical kits right there in case you need some medical attention or whatever. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and search out this area, and then I'll show you where we're going to be going next. Okay, so after you're done searching out this area, and this is entirely up to you, but you're going to eventually have to fight Lady Comstock, which is Elizabeth's mom, and it can be extremely difficult. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to beat her. Now, I'll have like $7,152. You're probably going to have a little bit more than me if you follow this guy, because I honestly have not been looting all of these vending machines, at least not every one of them. The one thing that I like to do is go ahead and give my sniper rifle a damage boost. I like to do that. I also like to give my, let that go through. You can also give, let's see, basically damage boost on just about anything is a priority at this point. You don't want to spend too much money if you're worried about dying, but let's see, let's go ahead and give it to my shotgun. Let's give it to, I'm just trying to think about guns that I know I'm going to have when I fight Lady Comstock. I'm not too worried about reload times. I'm just worried about damage, really. Now, clip increase is good too on certain guns. It just depends on what you like to use. But like I said, if you're worried about money, damage is the best thing that you can sacrifice at this point. Hand cannons are good. They take off a lot of energy, and those are around when you fight Lady Comstock. Let's go ahead and give that a damage boost. Not too worried about giving the pistol. Yep, sniper rifle damage. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Let's see, damage boost. Yep, hand cannon. Let's do that. Shotgun. Let's see, carbine. Carbine's another good one. And let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Volley gun damage. Burst gun damage. Let's do both of those. Like I said, don't be afraid to spend money. You're very close to the end of the game. Not like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get through. There's a lot more money left in this particular level that you can get to. So, you know, spend whatever you think you need to spend on, but it really is going to come in handy as you fight her. Just trust me. You want to be able to take off as much damage as possible. And the other thing you can do is, let's see, charge A. You can do charge. There is a way to beat her by just using your sky hook. I guess I'll be showing you that as well. So adds brief invulnerability on attack and recharges shield. That's very important. You can do that one as well if you want to. And let's see, there's one called charge boost, which gives you explosive damage. You can do that one if you want to as well. We're kind of getting tight on money, but that will also well, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll risk it. I don't suppose I'll die. And that's it. So I still have $632 left after getting all that stuff. Now, normally I wouldn't spend that much money. Normally I would beat her the way that I know how to beat her, which wouldn't cost me a lot of money at all. But because we're going to fight her 3 times, I do want to show you a couple of different methods for beating her in case you want to know. So we're going to come over here. Let's go and open up this lock and continue. There's a lockpick right here as well. Make sure you grab that. Alright, now there's going to be some enemies that you need to fight up here as well. And just waiting for these guys to come out. There's going to be some enemies up there on the, like some snipers, I should say. So what you want to do is head out this way. You can basically hit up this decoy right here and then run this way and grab yourself a sniper rifle just for now. Okay, head back over here. And then now you'll be set up to kind of take the snipers out. Because one of them's going to show up here in just a second, and the other one is somewhere up over in this direction. So hit up your decoy.
Sniper, get down! Do it.
There's the decoy. Then boom, hit up the sniper while he's shooting at the decoy. See what I mean? And sometimes there's a sniper that shows up right up in here. Yep, you see him? So we're just going to wait for our decoy to pop back up. Or you can just like edge him out right here. Try to get a headshot here. Alright, and that's how you do that. Remember, you can always use that decoy as well. Let's go ahead and search this area out. We're going to leave this here. We're going to keep the sniper rifle and this particular gun right here, the Vox, or the hell gun, I think is what they call it, or the volley gun. You can also pick this lock over here. Because remember, now our goal is to pick up as much money as we can, just so we can kind of build ourselves back up. So watch out for these enemies if you come in here. Okay, let's head over here. Go ahead and use Elizabeth to open up this door. Now, as soon as you do this, you're gonna have an enemy on the other side, so just get ready. Okay, and the reason why you wanted to come in here is because you can now come up this way and get another gear. Okay, and when you get up here, you're going to have some more enemies to take out, a fireman and a couple of other enemies, so just be careful. Let's go ahead and make sure everything's reloaded, stocked up. See the fireman right there. Now, a lot of times they're going to kill each other as well. Okay, once they see you like that, go ahead and start taking them out. He's going to start hurling fireballs over here in a minute. Go ahead and set you some traps out. Okay, when he starts to explode, just run away. Okay. So like I said, you're just letting all the enemies do all the work for you. Set out some traps, freeze him, you're good to go. Okay. Let's go ahead and use some more of our possessions so we can get some more money. Okay, as soon as you walk up a little bit further, there's going to be some more enemies. So as soon as they come out, you can just run back this way. Kind of get you some cover. Set some more traps. I hear him. There he is.
That's all I have.
Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and search this area out. Let's come over here to this door right here. You can go ahead and unlock that. Okay, there's another gear in here if you want to pick that up. Okay, let's go ahead and search this area. Alright, so let's go ahead and initiate the next part of this game. Let's go ahead and come up here and get this little next thing started. Now, this is probably one of the harder parts in the game, and that's fighting Lady Comstock, but I'm going to show you how to take her out fairly quickly. Okay, so after you have the little encounter with Elizabeth's mom, you're going to have to open up this gate. Now, as soon as you open up this gate, you're going to have to fight Lady Comstock. So what we want to do before we open up is make sure that we have everything equipped that we're going to be using for this strategy. Remember, I'm going to be covering more strategies the second and third time that I fight her, but this one is by far what I consider the easiest way. So let's go ahead and hit select, and let's come over to our gears. And make sure that you have something that's equivalent to what I have. Now, hopefully you've been collecting the same gears I have throughout this little run that I've been showing you. If you do, then you're probably going to have kind of what I have in this particular section of the game. Remember, the gears are a little bit random in this game, so you may not have it exactly, but if you can get this set up, you'll be good to go. So you can put on Burning Halo, which is a 70% chance that the melee target is set ablaze. Victim takes 300 damage over 4 seconds, which is really good. That's what you want. See what I mean? You want her to be taking a lot of damage over a short period of time. And there's a 70% chance she'll be set ablaze. And fire works really well against Lady Comstock. Okay. The second one is Pyromaniac. When struck, 50% chance to burn nearby enemies. Victim takes 400 damage over 3 seconds. Now, what this is going to do is, she resurrects those little like zombies or whatever from the dead. When you hit her, there's a 50% chance that all the other enemies around her are going to get burnt as well, which is really good. Because every time you kill one of the zombies, she goes back into that sequence where she screams really loud and she kind of flies vertically and basically tries to resurrect more enemies. If you can get her stuck in that sequence, basically hitting her and then killing somebody near her, then she can't really do anything to you. She's pretty much vulnerable for the entire fight. So that's kind of a good thing there. There's a 50% chance of that. Vampire's Embrace. Melee kills give you health, which is really good in case you end up hitting one of the zombies or whatever. And then there's another one called Brittle Skin, which the first time I played through this on my practice run, I didn't have it. And now I do. So I just added it to mine for this playthrough. And the melee target's briefly vulnerable, and victim takes 2 times the amount of damage for 5 whole seconds. So that means that the damage you're putting on her from Burning Halo and Pyromaniac is now going to be doubled for 5 seconds when you hit her. So this makes this setup extremely strong. I'm sure there's other setups as well. And like I said, the next time we fight her, I'm going to show you how to take her out just using like more gun skill. But for now, I did want to show you this. You also need to make sure that you're on charge. And all you got to do is just walk out, hold down your charge button, your L1 button, let it charge. You know how it has like 2 phases, almost like you're setting a trap. Let it charge up, and then you just want to just ram her. You know what I mean? And you're going to see a ton of damage being taken off when I do this. And she's going to die like super fast. So just come out here, rev it up, boom, and just keep doing that. Okay, and she's dead. So just that quick, very, 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 very simple. And the good thing about that as well is the good thing about the charge, if you've leveled it up, like if you hit select and you level it up, let's see if I can show you this. If you did level it up like I did earlier, then it adds brief invulnerability on attack and recharges your shield. See what I mean? It also adds explosive damage if you've leveled it up twice. So not only is this good for taking her out, but it's also good for taking out, I mean, you can even do well with handymen. It's an extremely strong setup, very overpowered, if you will. And so that's really the best way to probably take her out. Now, when I fight her again, I'll show you how to beat her with, just like a regular, like a gun battle, I guess. And then the third time we fight her, I'll just take her out like I just did. That way we can get this thing done quick. But let's get past this little sequence right here, and then I'll meet up with you when we get to the next fight. Okay, so now we got to find the three tears. Pretty simple. You just have to follow her foot tracks. There's like going to be some footprints that show up. What we want to do is head to the right, because we want to go ahead and work on getting our next infusion. Come down over here. Let's go ahead and hop up in here and get some more stuff. Another lockpick right here. Now there's going to be some enemies up here that you need to fight. So you're going to have to kind of kill one of them to kind of initiate it. And then what I like to do is head over here and let this right here be my piece of cover right here. You can sometimes get shots in this little area right here. See how you can see a face. Really nice lines of sight. If they flank you like that, just get some shots off on them. Typically they won't flank you on this side, maybe 1 or 2. And then after that, they'll all be in front of you. Okay. Okay, that takes care of this area. There's also a lot of money down here that you can pick up. A lot of money. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head over here to this lab or whatever. It's going to be our first tear. Let's go ahead and open up this door. It's a lockpick right here on the ground if you want to pick that up. Then what you want to do now is just head all the way upstairs and kind of wrap around to the back left of this room. Pick up your next infusion. We'll add it to our salts. Go ahead and open up this tear. Okay, you're eventually going to come around and see the financial district. And what you want to do now is just kind of hang tight. There's going to be a fireman that comes out. You can get and switch to like undertow. And typically, if you just kind of charge him like this, you can knock him off the edge like that and just, you know, just make some quick work of him. And then just head back over here and open up this door. Let's go and get our next infusion. It's going to be right there. Okay, I'm going to add this one to health. Now, when you come around this corner, you want to basically come to the right. You see where it says the founders will bleed? You want to come over here. We need to go ahead and pick up a code book while we're over this way so that we can get ready to pick up our next infusion. Come over here and crack this safe. There's also some lock picks right here if you need them. Get some more money. Then head back over here, and right there is going to be the code book. Go ahead and pick that up. That's going to come in handy a little bit later. Let's go ahead and open up this gate. Okay, there's going to be basically a fireman and a bunch of dudes. So you can use your charge ability. You can use your gun automation, which is right there. A bunch of different ways that you can get this area kind of set up. So we're going to go ahead and push out, which is going to cause this to start. Come right over here. There they come. There's going to be a crow. Okay, you can use charge, like I said. Take out the crow guys. Okay, there's the fireman up there, so we got to watch out for him. This is always a good fallback spot. You can also use shock jockey to kind of rain down some, or kind of get them froze, I guess. So you see what I mean? You can use this for cover. It's however you want to do it. You can get shots on these guys from here. Use this cage. Okay, we should still have one person left somewhere. There he is. He's way down here. Oh, he shot me while I shot him. Okay, that takes care of that. So like I said, you can use charge. If the fireman gets in this area, you can just knock him off with undertow, however you want to do it. Let's go ahead and loot this area. Okay, so after you're done searching this area, just go ahead and head up these steps. There's going to be a lot of money in here as well. So make sure that you get all this money. Okay, so when the elevator doors open and you run out, you're going to have some enemies that you're going to have to fight. Now, if you have a shotgun here, that's probably your best bet. If you don't, my suggestion would be to put on something like Shock Jockey and set some traps by this elevator, because these enemies are basically they're gonna rush you in this elevator, at least with the strategy that I'm about to show you. So we're just gonna come out here far enough for these guys to spawn in. Then we're gonna head right back into the elevator and set some traps. And then we're just going to hold off until they start coming through. You can see them getting shot. Then we're just going to come out here and get our shots. Okay, we got another wave coming from all the way back at the back of the room. And like I said, you can do this Devil's Kiss. If you've got a shotgun, that works really well here as well. However you want to do it. Set up some more traps. You just don't want them getting through into the elevator on you. And the good thing about this is, see all the ammo that they brought me right here? They brought me like a lot of ammo. We can just come out here and get health, ammo, whatever we need. There's still one more guy. Okay, he's way back there. Alright, that's it. That's how you get through that area. So remember, a bulk of them you're going to be able to kill when they come through on the elevator. So just make sure you have some traps set up, whatever you like, and then you should be good to go. And then now let's go ahead and loot this area, and then I'll meet up with you when we're heading through over that side. You're looking at the big bank vault right now. The game wants you to go that way to the right. You actually want to go to the left. Okay, you're going to head right back here. There's going to be a dude that's dead, and there's going to be like another code right there. Remember that code book that we picked up a while ago? Now you can actually use it. Just come around here and use it on the typewriter when it prompts you to. Some more lock picks right here as well. And that's why you wanted to pick the code book up on your way. If not, you would have had to go all the way back and pick it up. There's going to be a lot of money in here as well. Okay, and then your next infusion is going to be right there. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my salts. Okay, there's another piece of gear right here if you need to pick that up. Okay, now we just want to follow it back out, and now we actually want to progress the storyline naturally. Okay, there's going to be some enemies in here, so just make sure you set some traps. And this is going to be your base of operations right here. Just stop them. Like I said, you can use whatever traps you want to use right here. And since we put all the damage boost on most of the weapons that we're using through here, the people are dying a whole lot quicker than they normally would have. And that's going to help us when we fight Lady Comstock. I'm going to show you how to beat her with just regular guns, just in case you don't have the gear setup that I have. Alright, so now we're into the sniper section of this particular area. There's going to be a sniper way back in the back of the room. I prefer to go ahead and use my sniper rifle against him. Let's come through here, just like we always do. Just kind of peeking out, finding out where he is. It's like he's running back and forth. Got one shot, he's down. Okay, that takes care of him. Make sure you check over here because there's going to be another gear if you want to pick that up. Okay, so you're going to have to fight the crow guy down here as well. We're just going to beat the crow guy like we always do, except now we're going to incorporate. You can use charge or you can use your shock jockey, whichever way you want to do it. I'm just going to use the shock jockey because I think you kind of understand how the charge would work because I did that last time. Let's walk up here and initiate this tear. Okay, here comes the crow. We're just going to get him into our typical circle pattern like we always do. You can set down a trap, and then you can just take him out. Okay, and when he flies towards you, you just run toward him. He's going to shock again. Get some more shock. Yep, just like that. Really easy. Okay, and like I said, many combinations and how you can take him out. It's up to you. Keep in mind that there is a safe over here you can pop to get some more money if you want to pick that up. You should have plenty of lock picks by now if you've been following this guide. Should be kind of maxed out. Let's go ahead and initiate this tear. Okay, so after you finish opening up the tear, just head this way. Gonna go ahead and cause this vault to open up. Now I'm gonna show you how to beat Lady Comstock right now without using the charge, like the secret charge method, I guess, if you will, that secret tactic. You can see that we still have some shock charges set up from a while ago. And what we're going to do is we're going to run all the way to the other side of the map and we're going to die on purpose. Now the reason why we're going to die on purpose is because if you stay in this section of the game right here, initially, they're just going to keep funneling in on you and it's going to be very hard to kill them all and get shots on her. But what happens is when you run to the other side of the map and you die, and then you run back over here to this bank vault, they tend to just not want to come back up into this area. And that gives you the ability to be able to shoot her without having to worry about them coming through this, coming into this section of the bank. So let's go ahead and run across. So it's going to set you back over here, and now you're going to find that these enemies will not come through this bank vault. See, because they're already down there right now, so they're not going to be able to come through here and get you. I'm just seeing if I can find her right now. Okay, let's switch to my sniper and take one of these dudes out and get this action started. That's going to get everything started right there. And now you're going to see that they're going to kind of hang back. They're not really, they're going to charge me, but only to a certain point. And all I'm doing is waiting on Lady Comstock to come flying through the center right here. So now this can be a very kind of a patience kind of thing. So if you're not a patient person, then this method is probably going to annoy you. But it works. Let's go ahead and kill one of these enemies so she'll fly up and down. See, every time you kill one of the enemies, she's going to fly up and down like that. And call out more enemies. And that gives you the ability to get some shots on. Plus, I want to say that she takes more damage when she's like that. At least it seems that way. See if I can get some more shots on here. She's kind of behind that. I really can't get a shot on her right now. Let's go ahead and kill this guy.
Take this ammo.
Get some more bullets. See what I mean? It's a whole lot more tame when you die like that. You can switch to sniper rifle, get you a one-shot kill. She's gonna go crazy again. Get you some more damage on her. Go back to your sniper rifle. You can also shoot her with the sniper rifle. You know what I mean? Okay. We're just going to keep repeating this process until she dies. And since we have damage boost and stuff on our guns, she's dying a whole lot quicker than if we didn't. You see what I mean? Okay, when you run out of ammo, if Elizabeth doesn't give you any more ammo, you can just run back here and pick up any of these other guns. Get some more ammo. Keep your sniper rifle though. And then if Elizabeth does say, hey, I got some more ammo for you, switch to your sniper rifle. And pick that up first. You see what I mean? In other words, use your sniper rifle ammo first so you can get headshots. Okay, now what you want to do is utilize some of your your vigors or whatever. Just get you some devil's kisses out there. That way you can get some hits on these guys, so that she'll go crazy again. Looks like she's going crazy right now. I just don't have a line of sight on her, so we're just gonna continue to play this thing patient. Like I said, this is the harder way to take her out. Okay, I thought I could get a couple of shots in on her there, but I couldn't. I still don't have a good angle on her, so just wait. There she goes. Now she's back kind of in play. Okay, so once you're about out of ammo again, you can run, and you can actually run all the way back, just so you know. You can actually get back up here even though it seems like you can't. You can usually search all this stuff out and get more stuff. See what I mean? You can get more ammo like this, get some more sniper ammo. So like I said, this is the long way of beating her if you don't have the right gears and everything, but it's definitely a doable method, and I would encourage you to use it if you need it. But if you do have the charge set up, then that is by far the easiest way. Okay, you got another gun right there if you need it. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick it up because I think I'll have more ammo with it. And there she is. So it takes a long time, guys, when you don't have that charge set up, but it works. Remember, if they're charging you through this bank vault section, go all the way to the other side of the map, die, and then come back, and they shouldn't be flooding you. That's what I did, and I've tested it several times, and it works for me. Now just go ahead and pick up whatever guns you want, and then I'll meet you when we're done looting this section. All right, so you're going to be in downtown Emporia. Going to be coming through this way. Remember, this is where we fought the fireman and all that stuff, where the bridge is. To the left is going to be like a photo shop, and you can come over here, unlock this door, and pick up the last tear. Now sometimes there's going to be some enemies, but you can just skip them just by running. They usually come in after the dialogue happens, when you know, right after you open up the tear. That's usually when they kind of pop out. So if you just run past them, you can just skip them. So if you do end up getting here and you still have to kill Lady Comstock with a gun, the best way is to get one of the sniper rifles from right over there, and you can either shoot her from in this area right here, right? Get some shots on. You're basically going to follow the same method that we just used, right? Kill one enemy, and then you know, get a shot or two on her. There's also going to be a mosquito flying around that you can you know, use as like a distraction point. It'll just keep respawning in. The other way is you can just kind of go into that area up there, and I'll show you this right quick, just in case you don't have the charge trick. You can kind of get behind all this stuff right here, all this right here for cover. Just crouch down so you can get a, you know, so you can stay protected. Just, you know, pop out, boom, get some shots, pop back down. You can also get behind these. The only concern you're going to have is the dude with the volley gun. You're going to have to take him out very, very, very fast. You can get resupplies of sniper rifle stuff right there. You're going to have to take him out really fast in order to really be effective in this area. If not, he's going to kill you rather quickly. So just keep all that stuff in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and take her out using charge. Go ahead and switch to my charge again. Let's take her out fast. Alright, and that's it. So take her out pretty quick. And we'll go ahead and search out this area. Okay, so as soon as that little cutscene is over with, she's going to open up the gate for you. Just go ahead and come on through. And enter Comstock's house. And that's going to be your unlocked blood in the streets. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of our 1999 mode walkthrough. Remember, in the bottom of the screen, you can go ahead and skip to the next episode if you want to. And again, I hope you guys have enjoyed and learned something, and I will see you in the next one. You guys be good.